What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving back into more Arvon craft beer. Again, Michigan craft beer, more importantly, some of my favorite. It's pure Michigan. So again, Arvon out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, guys. So Trail Pilz is what we're working with today. I have seen this around, but it's been quite a few years, maybe like 3-4 years. It's nice to see it back in the rotation. I don't remember trying this one. That's why specifically today I'm going to review it for you guys, because I have not had it. One of the few I have not tried from Arvon, at least in distribution, that is. I'm sure there's some at their taproom release only that I have not had. But today, just a Trail Pilz American Pilsner. So not your IPAs, not your NEPAs, your DIPA, your TIPA. Again, the pendulum, in my opinion, has swung back to lagers, pilsner, so it's a lot more fun to review these with you nowadays maybe than it would have been in 2018. People weren't so interested in those styles at that time, or that specific style at the time. So no canned on date, that's all right. I know it's fresh to distribution. Can't be more than a month old if you ask me. That's my honest opinion. So proudly brewed and canned by Arvon, Grand Rapids, American Pilsner, dry hopped with Cascade. So only that as the hop varietal. We have 4.5%. We have the Arvon glassware. Let's get into this one, guys. So you're lucky that I'm reviewing these days at all, because I have a 2-year-old and I have a puppy. So when they're both napping, that's when Dad gets a review in. So you're lucky that I'm here. At least, I don't know, the 2 of you that are watching the video. Cool. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. So, as we dive into this American Pilsner, looks really nice head retention, great carbonation streaming to the top, nice clarity on this beer, great look to this beer. Look at that. I mean, it looks pure, man. That looks really great in the glass. Again, head retention's fantastic, creamy, dense, thick, ridiculously carbed. That is incredible carbonation stream to the top. Look at that thing, man. And then just some hard water on my glass, because I live in northern Michigan, so my glass is always dirty, it looks like. But really an incredible looking beer for a Pilsner in the glass. Looks really nice. And let's get this sucker into the nose. Shove it into the nostrils. It does almost smell like pale ale-ish for a moment, actually. Now when I think Pilsner, I want like the German yeast strain, the German funk. But now I'm working with an American Pilsner, so it's kind of throwing me off. I've had more German-style beers recently. It doesn't have the funk, so it makes me like, where's the flavor here? It almost smells oily and grassy. Kind of, almost like a slightly dank grapefruit smell. Kind of like light graininess with a little bit of herbal spice. I'm surprised. I mean, I guess, again, I'm used to like the German style, so this is throwing me through a loop going back to this American style Pilsner. I want that German funk that I usually get. I want a little bit of that European feel to it, and obviously today I don't have that, but again, throwing me through a loop a little bit, because I have not had an American Pilsner in a while. Yeah, slight grapefruit, a little bit of like herbal earthiness, almost like a corn honey kind of like malt grain to this. It smells good. I mean, it's throwing me off a little bit, but let's get this into the taste buds here. Let's throw this Trail Pilz in. Cheers, Arvon. Let's go for it. Nice and light, like a corn honey mixture through the middle. Again, that malt graininess that I was getting on the nose does translate to the taste. Very light, very flavorful, without being too pungent. Again, a little bit like dry popcorn with a little drizzle of honey. Dry grapefruit pith, which is kind of interesting, right? You don't usually get that in some of these Pilsner lagers, but I am getting like a little bit of that hop kiss, a little bit of that floral, slightly peppery spice. It's just a touch of it. And then I'm left with that kind of herbally grapefruit pith. A little bit of hot bite, but not much. You know, it's pretty smooth and light through the middle, pretty crushable, but it is still quite flavorful. Again, the bitterness and the hop kiss is definitely present, making this beer definitely like a hoppier Pilsner. But I mean, I've had crazier, hoppier Pilsners before that were, you know, German style, but today this one is definitely still hoppy. It's still kind of spicy floral. It's still kind of like a grainy maltiness with a subtle smooth middle. And again, I still do get that grapefruit kind of pithiness, just adding into the hop complex of this beer. Let's have some grit to it. I call it the grit, the hoppy grit. Not just like a watered down domestic lager, right? It's giving me a lot more layer of flavors here. And I like it. I do like that it gives me this extra like hoppy layer that adds some etiquette to this Pilsner. I like it. It's super crushable, damn. It's good, you know, man. I mean, just grassy, kind of floral, kind of spice, slight bittering. Again, I'm saying the same thing. Grapefruit pith, a little bit of grapefruit rind playing into this Cornish, grainy, honey, maltiness through the middle, but it's light. Light, crisp, refreshing, the three magical words. Could crush these all day long, for sure. And again, you're not going to have like a watered down beer. It's got some flavor, it's got some hoppiness, and it's got a nice, bold flavor at the end of the day with a little bit of hop kiss. I enjoy this. I think it's good. It's not anything that's going to blow your socks off, but these days, I don't like my socks being blown off all the time. I like a drinkable light beer, and that's what this is bringing to the table, bringing it to the palate very well. 4.5%. Honestly, drinks with more flavor than that. Like, it feels more like a, I don't know, 5.5%, 5.3% beer, leaning towards, you know, subtle pale ale, not quite as hoppy, but that's my point, is it's drinking almost more flavorful than 4.5%. So for that, that's pretty awesome. Swear there's almost like a sweet, it's like a sweet dankness in there somewhere. I don't know what that is, like sweet grapefruit dankness. Again, just another subtle complexity that you don't expect to get in a Pilsner. So weird. Again, drinks more like some sort of like pale ale. Good beer, and very flavorful at 4.5%. I'm gonna go with a 3.82 out of 5 for the hoppiness and the boldness at 4.5%. Not really a traditional American Pilsner, in my opinion. Definitely more going on here. 3.82 out of 5, guys. It's been the Trail Pills. Thank you so much for being here. Prost, cheers, Yamas. Gonna pour a beer, pour Michigan beer.